Good morning. It is March 2nd, 2026. Switched over this week to push-pull leg split. I think I had mentioned before that the app that I use for tracking came out with this kind of auto-generated workout training program thing. So you just plug in what you want, plug in what you got, and it makes a program for you. And I was just messing around with it. I didn't have a whole lot of hope for it type of thing, but I plugged in that I wanted to do like 6 days a week because I like doing smaller workouts and doing it more often because it just helps me with consistency. Just get out here every single day. That wasn't a lot to put away. But anyways, it recommended to do a push-pull leg split. So like push-pull legs, and then I like the 4-day-a-week strongman program approach, where it's more of like a push. Well, I've seen some strongman programs do this, but there's like a bench, deadlift, then overhead press, then squat, and that's kind of what I was doing. And then I would add in like a technique day, and then a strongman day. But it was like typically about 3 days legs and 3 days some sort of a push. And pulling I would incorporate on the push days, so it'd be kind of just a secondary, but I'd try to treat it like main mover. But then I'd have like bent over rows and and bench press on one day, and I'd try to go heavier on both. And I think it was just taxing me too much. So, and I've noticed in the past when I've done like push-pull legs, that seems to be like if I'm at a hotel or need to do something kind of quick. I like doing push-pull legs because you get if you're doing all your pushes, everything's already warmed up, so you just jump right to the next one. So I find that the warm-ups are a lot quicker, and then you just start from the hardest and work down to the easiest. I just think they're really efficient. I normally feel like I get a really good workout in, but I've never done it where it's 6 days a week. And when you're able to do 6 days a week, it's structured, at least this did it, I thought it was really smart. It structured it like my strongman. So it's like I got horizontal push, horizontal pull, then like squat or deadlift for the legs, and then I got like a vertical press, vertical pull, then again squat or deadlift depending. They kind of mix it where they'll do like squat is the primary, and then they'll do something for their hamstrings or glutes, like a RDL, and then they'll do like a box squat with regular deadlift. So they kind of pair the two, but they'll pick one to be your main. I thought that was pretty smart. So I'm trying to do that. And today was the first day. Today was push number 1, bench focused. And I went ahead and tweaked it to the stuff that I wanted it to be. But I feel like I got a lot of stuff in, and I feel like it was all really good quality. I did some neck training during my rest periods for a lot of it, just because it doesn't impact anything. And I've noticed that I feel more focused, take less rests when I'm doing that. Plus it auto sets the rests, so it's I'm always on the clock, and I'm normally too lazy to set the timer for rests. So, but I was trimming my beard and I messed it up, so most of the beard came off, and then I realized that my neck looks tiny, so I have to do more neck training. So, but some stuff I discovered, using the Arch Nemesis bar from Bells of Steel, doing that neutral grip, really helps with the shoulders. So I don't have to warm up my shoulders so much for horizontal pressing. And since I don't do a lot of powerlifting, I focus mainly on strongman stuff. That was a nice change. Cut my warm up down a little bit. And then my pecs are super duper weak. I knew that they're very underdeveloped compared to everything else. Since I've hurt my tricep before, they've come up a little bit. I get more pec engagement when I do pushes. I used to get like next to none. But what I'm doing, I switched over to floor flies, and I still felt it quite a bit in my shoulder if I let the dumbbell touch the ground, but if I just tapped my elbows down, it was pretty good. But I noticed that's like, even though it's a fly, I didn't feel much of a squeeze. Well, one, it's a dumbbell, so you don't get too much of a squeeze anyways, but wasn't a ton of stretch. So I got to mess around with those, but even 30 pounds felt heavy. Like, it felt awkward. I didn't feel like I got great engagement. Maybe I should have started out a lot lower. But those I just need to play around with. I think I like them though. And then I did tricep extensions, which I don't do a whole lot because I'm normally run out of time. But since kind of hurting my right tricep, I need to really focus on tendon stuff. I got a little bit of a tricep pump from it, a decent amount, but the tendons, I could really feel getting in my elbows, like in a good way. Like, I know what it feels like to get it in a bad way. This felt really good. So sticking it light on there and working on eccentrics and then kind of squeezing at the bottom and getting that full stretch really felt good on the tendons. So hopefully we'll see some pressing going up, because pressing is not my strong suit. Well, it's getting more that way now that my deadlift and just pulling has dropped down, but don't have a strong suit, I guess, right now. But that's okay. Consistency, and it will all come back. So that's all I got.